Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, it seems like YFN Lucci has found himself in some more trouble, and this time it's a little more serious than all the rest of the times. Now, it says rapper YFN Lucci is among a dozen people charged in a wide-ranging indictment in Atlanta targeting alleged members of the Bloods gangs. The Bloods gang? My fault. Anyway, now, it seems like the police been throwing that RICO charge at these rappers as of lately like it's nothing, and we all know that the RICO charges usually come with football numbers and nothing less. Now, will these guys like Casanova or YFN Lucci snitch for less of time? I don't know. Only time will tell us, because we all know these guys and we know who they are in the streets. But we don't know how they perform and how they are when it's a situation where your life is now at stake. So, I don't put anything past anybody. All I'm going to say is let's see. Alright, because this is a crazy situation. Like I said, these RICO charges is crazy. We all seen Tekashi, how he was facing that whole bunch of time, and we see how he fold. Alright? A lot of people under that pressure, you know. Well, we already knew Tekashi wasn't really like that anyway, but like I said, a dude could say but so much he want from speculating outside of the situation. How he would handle it like this, be a real, until he's put in that situation where he's facing 50, 60, 30 to something years and you already like 30 something. You ain't coming home till you 60. So that's why I always say let's see. Now, before we get into this article with YFN Lucci, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you aren't, I swear, it's lit here. So join the Anonymous gang so you can stay up to date with some of the realest content on YouTube. Now let's get straight into this video. Okay, y'all. It says this, right? It says, a Fulton County grand jury on Friday handed up the 105 count indictment that resulted from a 6-month investigation. Atlanta Police Deputy Chief Charles Hamilton said at a news conference Tuesday. It includes racketeering, aggravated assault, murder, guns, armed robbery, property damage, theft, and gang-related charges. Now, all they need is racketeering. When it comes to these RICO cases, once racketeering is involved, it's automatically like a RICO charge. And we all know that's one of the craziest charges to have, because 9 times out of 10 the feds already have what they want. When they come for you, we all know, well, not we all, y'all that's in the streets, we know usually when them feds come, they coming for their time. They're not coming to debate with you. Let me put y'all on, right? For the people that's not in tune with the streets and what's going on, you know, regular 9-to-5 citizens, we got a lot of that in here, so it's, you know, it's not a problem. We all come here to get fulfilled. We all come here to learn. Now, one thing, the difference between state police and the feds, the state police, you come, you go to court, you can argue your situation. Oh, this is that. You got your lawyer, the DA, whatever. When the feds come, they usually have evidence. They came, they already know what they coming for. They want their time out of you. They don't care about nothing else. It's really it's no debates. They come, they got indictments already ready for you, and they just want their time. So that's what it seemed like here. Whenever you hear racketeering charges, 9 times out of 10 they just want their time, and you can't really hide from that. Now, I also wonder if the murder has anything to do with that situation where his own friend was killed while they went on a drill, and they just dumped his body out in the street. In which, to this day, I'm still trying to figure out, man, wrap my head around why was he even present in that car. And as I was reading this article, as we're going to get into later down the line, it says that murder actually came up. You see? Out on Barn and all that, and that murder still came up. And it was a 6-month investigation, so that wasn't too far from today's date anyway. So that means that this indictment and all that is still fresh and still new. They got all they wanted in a matter of 6 months. Now, my thing is this: you YFN Lucci, man, you just rich rapper that you claim to be. Why are you even around that type of stuff in the first place? See, and this what comes with when I always tell y'all about these yes men that's around you. You need real people in your corner. I guarantee this man had a person that's real enough in his corner to tell him, yo, why are you going out on drills, bro? I'm not going to tell nobody what to do in the street. I mean, it is what it is. But what I am going to tell you is this: get what you want to get done from a distance. Let's be real. You could still do whatever you want to do in the street, whatever the case may be. You do it from a distance. Why are you, this multi-million-dollar rapper, going out on drills? And then your own man end up getting killed. Y'all end up trying to go do a hit, and your own man end up getting killed, and y'all just leave the body just in the street. And this is another thing where I think pride and egos come in. Maybe his pride, ego got the best of him. I mean, that's the only thing I could think of. Like, what are you trying to prove by going out on a drill and you a known celebrity? Don't forget, y'all, the objective of all this is to make it out the hood. Bring your family with you, if you can. And if you can, put others onto ways to help provide for their family as well. You see what I'm saying? Your mans, you help your mans after you make sure you good, then you pull them guys up and you help them the best way you can. Not partake in these stupid activities, going out into somebody's hood and come on, man. Anyway, though, so the story says this: the indictment alleges that each of the 12 people charged is associated with subgroups of the National Bloods gang. See, and that's going to be a hard one because he always talk about the blood stuff in his music and whatever the case may be. We see him with red rags, bandanas. Anyway, it says they had connections and relationships to each other and accuses them of committing a wide variety of crimes to protect and enhance the gang's reputation and to gain and maintain control of territory. Now, here he is. Already made it out the hood, but yet he's carrying out foolish acts like this, trying to gain territory, trying to protect territory. And the sad part is this: when you in that gang lifestyle, it don't matter whether you famous or not. You still got to carry out some of these foolish acts because you took an oath when you became gang affiliated. Now, unless you just paying your way, you know, and you just paying to be around dudes and you getting extorted, that's a different subject. But here this guy is, right? He's a millionaire and he doing drive-bys and hits fighting over territory about who gang is bigger and badder. Mind you, he made it out the hood, but still coming back fighting over territory that's in the hood. The same hood he fought to make it out of. Now, I don't knock gangs because I know a couple of my closest friends that are knee deep in these gangs and that lifestyle. However, right, the gang culture definitely changed over the years. It's not like back in the days where it was organized and it was for an actual cause. Now people are just joining gangs out of fear, because it's a fad, it looks cool. And then also you got gangs beefing with each other. How crazy is that? You got Crips beefing with other Crips, certain Crips you don't get along with, whether it's this group, that group of Crips. You got Bloods beefing with certain Bloods. It's like, what's the sense? If I gotta protect myself around a brotherhood or a gang or whatever you want to call it that I joined for protection, why even be in it? Why not just be my own man and just stay to myself? Anyway, it says this: YFN Lucci, whose given name is Rashawn Bennett, is charged with racketeering, violating the state's anti-gang law, felony murder, aggravated assault, and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. Now, those aren't no little charges. These are charges that usually stick and ain't hard to beat because, like I said, when the feds come, they got proof. So 9 times out of 10, they got evidence on every last one of these charges that he's facing. Especially the possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, because he's a felon. And then they was caught with the weapons, I think, while that whole situation with his friend getting killed. Anyway, it says Atlanta's police previously announced murder charges against Bennett in January, saying he was the driver in the December gang-related drive-by shooting that left one man dead. See, yep, just like I said. It said the felony murder charge in last week's indictment is based on that incident. Yeah, see, so I told you. That's the situation I was talking about earlier. Once again, you never know when them feds is really on you. I bet they thought once he was released on bond from that case, that the case was over, he could fight it from the street. He's just going to get a little bit of time, maybe like time on probation, and that's it. But what they fail to realize is the feds play tactical games. See, this is why you can't be in the streets unless you willing to be one step ahead of everybody that's against you, including the police. They will allow you to stay free in hopes that you would get in more trouble, or in some cases hope that you could bring them to someone they're actually really looking for. I know somebody who had a secret indictment against them and they was stopped, right? Got caught with drugs, but the cops let him go because there was a alert on his profile, or however they got it going in, you know, the police system, whatever. It was alert to not pick him up because they still wanted him. This is how far it goes. This is what I'm trying to say. If you're not ready for them streets, do not play in them streets, because you could literally lose your life due to jail or being killed in them streets. You get 50 years in the streets, or you could just get shot dead in them streets. Now look, the article also says this. The indictment says one of the Atlanta gang subgroups of the Bloods, known by the initials YFN, was centered around Bennett. So now, yeah, they trying to make him one of the leaders, which is even worse. They trying to pin him as like one of the ringleaders. Kingpin status. And as I look in this case, in 6ix9ine case, and the Casanova case, they throwing this kingpin status with all this. They just throwing it a little too loosely. But what they doing is they just trying to build a case to get you more time. We know real kingpins. Nicky Barnes, even though he told. Frank Lucas. You know what I'm saying? Frank Matthews. These are real kingpins from back in the days who really had that money and really had that kingpin status on them. Now, it says the YFN studio, located on West Peachtree Street in Atlanta, is a central point for the group and a notorious stronghold. YFN has continued to attract additional associates as Bennett gained notoriety, the indictment says. Now, for y'all that don't know how this works, let me explain the downsides of repping a crew or a gang or whatever you and a few of your homies may come up with to rep your block or your set, or y'all just feeling good and it's a few of y'all want to categorize yourself to make a name for yourselves. Let me tell y'all this. Anytime y'all attach a name or abbreviation to yourselves, y'all may think that it's harmless and or just trying to seem cool and give your little crew a name to go by, but in reality, the feds could turn around and use those same 3 letters against you in the court to heighten your situation and charge y'all as a group and get you more time. Once you're categorized as a group or an organization, anything Peter does, Paul will have to pay for it as well. You know the saying, Peter paid for Paul. So if my friend has YFN in his name and he go shoot a club up and I have YFN in my name, they don't say, oh, YFN such and such did X, Y, and Z. No. Now it becomes the YFN gang did this. YFN did this. So now I'm associated with whatever happens with YFN, whether it's good or bad, and I may have not even been in the country. So much has been in the country. But them 3 letters made me involved in the situation. Now we're looked at as an organization. Now, last but not least, man, you know they had to get some information from social media. As the article tells us this, it says, look, the indictment also cites social media postings by Bennett and others, as well as song lyrics alleging that they are proof of a gang with gang involvement and other criminal activity. And we all know the jury is looking over the evidence. They like, you know, they don't want to hear that it's just lyrics and music or whatever your lawyer's probably going to say. They don't want to hear it's just music. See, stop thinking you can say whatever you want on social media and say all this snitch stuff in your music. You telling on yourself, but you think you getting away with it because in the current moment, nothing is happening. You may think you getting away with it because right now, there's no cops, there's no police, there's no feds coming for you, but you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. That's a crazy part of the FBI, the feds, and all that, period. You could literally have a secret indictment against you and not even know it. You could literally have a secret investigation going on and you would never know it. Look at Casanova. They was in this man's text messages, his pictures, his iCloud, Instagram DMs, all that. And he never knew until it was too late. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Hopefully y'all can learn a lesson from this, man, and learn how not to move like these guys. I'm not encouraging anybody to go on the streets. As you can see, if you don't learn nothing from these rappers these days and age, man, then you just as lost as they are. But leave the streets alone. It's nothing in them streets. It's okay to say, you know what? That's not me. I'm a square. I'm going to do what I got to do and provide for my family and live a normal life. At least you don't have to put up with none of this, bro. You can actually have a chance at living to a certain age without being incarcerated, without dying. Y'all pick your choice, man. I'm going to leave that there. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm going to keep on dropping. And I'm out.